Hello there and welcome to 100 Facts to Drift. I'm so glad you've joined me tonight. As you settle into your most comfortable space, perhaps the soft weight of your duvet or the cool whisper of the evening air, let's gently explore a world of digital calm, a realm where logic meets tranquility, where elegant simplicity builds wonders without ever needing to rush. Tonight, we journey into the serene landscape of Python code, a language often described as a gentle current, guiding complex ideas into clear, flowing streams, allowing your mind to simply observe and relax. So let your breath deepen, feel the quiet rhythm of your own being. As we begin, one of the most soothing aspects of Python is its remarkable readability, its syntax, designed with such gentle foresight that it often feels much like reading plain English or a softly spoken story. Imagine a language that speaks to you not in harsh commands, but in clear, concise phrases, each line a breath, an invitation to understand without strain. It's as if the code itself is whispering its purpose, allowing your mind to drift along its natural flow, no sharp edges to catch your thoughts, just a smooth, continuous path, inviting ease and quiet comprehension, a true comfort for the weary mind. And picture this: the very inception of Python began as a personal journey, a quiet endeavor by one man, Guido van Rossum, during the peaceful solitude of Christmas. It was his hobby project, a gentle creation, born from a desire for something better, something simpler, more elegant, a testament to what can emerge from a single focused mind in serene contemplation. Think of it, a vast digital universe, blooming from a quiet personal spark, much like a tiny seed growing into a strong, calming tree, providing shelter and gentle shade to countless others. It's a comforting thought that such a powerful tool has such humble and personal beginnings, a story that speaks of quiet dedication and thoughtful crafting under the soft glow of a winter's light. Even its name, Python, carries a gentle, whimsical origin. It wasn't named after a fearsome serpent, but rather in homage to the delightful and often absurd British comedy troupe Monty Python's Flying Circus. Imagine a programming language with such a light-hearted spirit, a touch of gentle humor woven into its very fabric. It's a reminder that even in the world of logic and structure, there is room for playfulness, for a smile, for the unexpected twist that brings a soft chuckle to the quiet corner of your mind. It suggests a world where complexity can still be approached with a sense of ease and a quiet appreciation for joy, letting go of any seriousness that might weigh upon your spirit and simply allowing a gentle, digital smile to form. Consider its incredible versatility, its gentle ability to adapt. Python serves so many different purposes, like a calm, adaptable river flowing through various landscapes. It can help build the websites you visit, organize vast oceans of data, power the intelligent systems we marvel at, and even automate repetitive tasks with quiet efficiency. It's a language that doesn't demand specialization, but rather offers a broad, welcoming embrace to all kinds of dreams and digital creations. Imagine a single, elegant tool capable of such a wide array of gentle tasks, a quiet workhorse that never complains, silently supporting countless endeavors. Its adaptability is a testament to its inherent balance, its quiet strength, and its gentle readiness to be of service in so many ways. And Python operates as an asterisk interpreted language, which means your code runs line by soothing line, without the need for a complex, and sometimes intimidating, compilation step. It's like having a conversation, where each thought, each sentence, is understood immediately, right as it's spoken. There's no waiting, no long pauses, no anticipation of a final big event, just a continuous, gentle flow of execution. A direct and immediate connection between your intentions and the computer's quiet response. This immediate feedback fosters a sense of gentle experimentation, a playful exploration where you can try a small idea and see its effect instantly, without any fuss, without any delay, just a calm, responsive, digital companion. Perhaps one of the most comforting aspects is that Python is open source, a freely available gift to the world. It means anyone, anywhere, can use it, can learn from it, can contribute to its gentle evolution. It's a shared resource, a collaborative effort, nurtured by a global community. A network of quiet minds, working in harmony to improve and expand this digital garden. Imagine a tool of such profound utility, offered without cost, without restriction, a testament to generosity and the spirit of collective growth. It speaks of inclusion, of shared knowledge, of a quiet strength that comes from many voices, contributing to a single, gentle symphony of code, a truly reassuring thought. And Python has its own guiding philosophy, known as the Zen of Python, a series of gentle principles that advocate for beauty, for simplicity, for clarity. Imagine a set of quiet wisdoms guiding the creation of digital things, urging developers to choose explicit over implicit, simple over complex, beautiful over ugly. It's a unique approach, encouraging thoughtful design and peaceful elegance in every line of code. It's like a gentle mantra for mindful programming, fostering a sense of order and aesthetic grace. In the digital realm, these quiet tenets imbue Python with a deeper sense of purpose, a commitment to clarity that makes it so uniquely calming to encounter, to understand, to simply appreciate. One of Python's most distinctive features is its reliance on asterisk indentation asterisk for structuring code blocks, instead of relying on curly braces or other symbols. Python uses whitespace, spaces, or tabs to define how code is grouped. This creates a visually clean and inherently organized layout, like a neatly folded blanket or a perfectly aligned row of calming stones. It gently encourages a consistent style, a visual harmony that makes the code incredibly easy on the eyes. No jarring imbalances, no cluttered lines, just a serene, spatial arrangement that naturally guides your gaze. This visual order becomes a quiet balm for the mind, reinforcing simplicity and gentle structure, allowing your thoughts to flow smoothly, effortlessly along its well-defined paths. And within this gentle language lies a vast, supportive ecosystem of asterisk libraries and modules. Think of them as pre-written melodies or expertly crafted building blocks, ready to be quietly woven into your own digital compositions. There are libraries for almost anything you can imagine, from scientific calculations to crafting beautiful graphics to connecting to the internet. They offer a reassuring sense of support, a quiet helping hand, so you never have to start from scratch. It's like having a vast collection of gentle tools, each perfectly suited for its task, allowing you to focus on your larger vision rather than getting lost in the tiny details of construction. This abundance of readily available wisdom fosters a sense of ease and quiet confidence, knowing that you are never alone in your digital journey. For many, Python serves as a gentle introduction, a welcoming first step. Into the world of programming, it is often recommended as the perfect language for beginners due to its straightforward syntax and its emphasis on readability. Imagine a teacher who speaks clearly, patiently, and always with encouragement. Python embodies this gentle guidance, making the initial learning curve feel more like a smooth, upward slope rather than a steep, challenging climb. It removes many of the common hurdles that can intimidate newcomers, inviting curiosity and fostering a sense of accomplishment from the very first simple lines of code. This beginner friendliness is a testament to its underlying design philosophy: to be accessible, to be nurturing, to be a gentle doorway into a fascinating new realm. And Python possesses a wonderful ability to be cross-platform, meaning it runs comfortably on almost any operating system you can think of, whether it's Windows, macOS, or Linux. It's like a peaceful traveler who feels at home in any environment, adapting effortlessly to its surroundings. This universal presence means that code written on one type of computer can often run seamlessly on another without complication. It removes barriers, fosters flexibility, and allows your digital creations to gently spread their wings across diverse technological landscapes. Imagine a shared language, understood by all computers, a quiet common ground that connects different digital worlds, bringing a sense of unity and gentle collaboration across the digital divide. Python is also considered a high-level programming language, which means it gracefully handles many of the intricate details of how a computer truly operates, allowing you to focus on the bigger picture, on the logic, and the gentle unfolding of your ideas, rather than getting tangled in the complex inner workings of the machine. It's like having a skilled assistant who quietly manages all the tiny abstract tasks, freeing your mind to comfortably explore the creative possibilities. Imagine not having to worry about the minute electrical signals or the specific memory addresses, but simply being able to express your thoughts in a way that feels natural and intuitive. This abstraction offers a quiet liberation, a gentle release from unnecessary complexity, allowing your mind to rest in the realm of meaningful design. And within Python's gentle embrace, you'll find dynamic typing asterisk. This means you don't always need to explicitly declare the type of information a variable will hold before you use it. The language quietly figures it out as your code runs. It offers a wonderful sense of flexibility, a less rigid way of thinking about data. It's like having a container that can hold water at one moment and then quietly, gracefully hold sand the next, without you needing to label it or define its exact contents beforehand. This effortless adaptability removes a layer of mental burden, allowing your thoughts to flow more freely, more naturally, without being constrained by strict predefined classifications. It's a quiet nod to the organic and ever-changing nature of creative thought. Python also quietly manages its own memory through a process called garbage collection. This means that when your code is done using a piece of memory, Python gently and automatically cleans it up, freeing it for other uses. You don't have to worry about carefully tracking memory allocation or manually releasing resources. It's like having a quiet, unseen helper tidying up as you go, ensuring everything remains orderly and ready for the next task. Imagine a digital space that cleans itself silently, efficiently, always maintaining a state of calm readiness. This automatic management allows your mind to stay focused on the creative problem-solving, on the gentle construction of your digital dreams without the added stress of meticulous digital housekeeping. A truly soothing thought. The gentle rise of Python's popularity has been truly remarkable. It is consistently ranked as one of the fastest growing and most beloved programming languages across the globe. Imagine a quiet, steady wave of adoption and appreciation spreading gently across industries and individual creators alike. This widespread acceptance speaks to its inherent quality, its ease of use, and its profound utility. It's reassuring to know that so many minds find comfort and capability within its elegant structure, a testament to its enduring design and its quiet power. This gentle surge in popularity reflects a shared appreciation for clarity, simplicity, and thoughtful engineering. A collective sigh of relief in a world often burdened by complexity, and Python is supported by a truly vast and incredibly helpful global community. Imagine a warm, welcoming circle of fellow learners and experts ready to offer guidance, share insights, and quietly celebrate successes. It means that almost any question you might have, any gentle hurdle you encounter, has likely been addressed before, and solutions are readily available through forums, tutorials, and shared libraries. This sense of belonging, this shared journey, is a powerful source of comfort. Knowing that you are part of a larger, supportive ecosystem, it's a quiet reassurance that you are never truly stuck, never truly alone in your explorations, a comforting thought that fosters quiet confidence and encourages gentle persistence. One of Python's most appealing features is its redevelopment loop or REPL. It's an interactive mode where you can type in small snippets of code, one line at a time, and Python immediately executes them and shows you the result. It feels like a gentle conversation with the computer, a playful exploration where you can try out ideas, test assumptions, and learn in a very direct and immediate way. Imagine a sandbox where you can build tiny digital structures and see them spring to life instantly without any formal setup or grand preparations. This interactive feedback fosters a sense of gentle experimentation, a low-stakes environment where curiosity can flourish and understanding can deepen. With each quiet, playful interaction, Python also offers wonderfully simple and intuitive data structures like lists, tuples, and dictionaries. These are like gentle containers for organizing your information. Lists can hold ordered collections, like items on a shopping list. Tuples are similar but unchanging, like the coordinates of a star, and dictionaries store information in a wonderfully clear key-value pair format, like definitions in a quiet dictionary. They are designed with such clarity, such gentle purpose, that they naturally make sense, allowing your mind to neatly categorize and access information without confusion. Imagine a well-organized cupboard where everything has its own designated, easy-to-find place. These simple structures bring a refreshing sense of order and quiet clarity to the sometimes complex world of digital data. And you might notice a calming absence of semicolons at the end of lines in Python code. Unlike many other programming languages, Python does not require these tiny punctuation marks to signify the end of a statement. This seemingly small detail contributes significantly to its visual cleanliness and its gentle readability. It's like a breath at the end of each sentence, a natural pause rather than a mandatory stop. It lessens the burden of remembering another syntax rule and allows the code lines to flow more freely, more unencumbered. Imagine lines of poetry not punctuated by strict rules, but by natural rhythm. Its simplicity reduces visual clutter and fosters a sense of gentle ease, making the code feel more open, more inviting, less rigid, and more organically flowing. Finally, it's a deeply comforting thought that Python serves as a quiet, reliable backbone for some of the world's most impressive and widely used digital services. Major companies like Google, Instagram, and Spotify have built significant parts of their platforms using Python. Imagine this gentle language quietly working behind the scenes, supporting billions of connections, millions of songs, countless shared moments. It's a testament to its stability, its scalability, and its fundamental elegance. These are systems we interact with daily, often without realizing the calm, consistent power of Python that enables them. This quiet omnipresence offers a profound sense of trust, a reassurance that this gentle language is truly capable of supporting the vast and intricate tapestry of our digital world. A truly soothing thought as you drift deeper into rest. Let these quiet facts about Python settle softly in your mind. Imagine its gentle flow, its clear logic, its vast supportive community. As you continue to breathe calmly, deeply, letting go of any lingering thoughts, allowing your body to grow heavy and your mind to find its own quiet digital peace. Good night. As we settle deeper into the stillness of the night, let your mind drift toward the quiet architecture of the digital world, a realm built not of stone and mortar, but of logic, light, and the most delicate of human intentions. Imagine, if you will, the first true computer bug. It was not a line of broken code, but a tiny, soft-winged moth. In the late summer of 1947, a group of engineers working on the Harvard Mark II found this small creature trapped between the points of a relay. It was carefully removed and taped into a logbook, a physical fragment of nature resting within the gears of progress, giving us a word we use to this day to describe the small imperfections that make our machines human. Feel the softness of those wings as you breathe out, and let the tension of the day flutter away into the dark. Long before the first screen flickered to life, there was a vision of what computing could be, crafted by Ada Lovelace in the mid-19th century. She was the daughter of a poet, and she saw poetry in the gears of Charles Babbage's analytical engine, while others saw only a machine for calculation. Ada saw a language that could one day compose music or weave intricate patterns of thought. She wrote the world's first algorithm, a sequence of instructions designed to be carried out by a machine that didn't yet exist. Her mind lived in a future we are only now inhabiting, a place where logic and imagination are indistinguishable, like the rhythmic ticking of a clock. Her ideas continue to pulse through every device we touch, steady and sure. Consider the heartbeat of all digital life, the binary system, a language of only two states, 1 and 0, yes and no, light and dark. This elegant simplicity was championed by Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz centuries ago, who saw in the two digits a reflection of the entire universe, the presence of something and the peaceful void of nothing. When we gaze at a screen, we are looking at millions of these tiny flickers, a vast symphony of switches being flipped in the silence. It is a rhythmic binary dance, as predictable as the tide, as comforting as the rising and falling of your own chest. 1 and 0. Breath in and breath out. Before we had the sleek glass of the modern mouse, there was a small hand-carved block of wood. In 1964, Douglas Engelbart sat at a desk and moved this wooden shell, which had 2 metal wheels tucked underneath. It was a humble beginning for the tool that would eventually allow us to navigate the infinite landscapes of the internet. It was heavy, warm to the touch, and clicked with a mechanical sincerity. It reminds us that even the most complex virtual worlds began with the simple movement of a hand, a physical connection between our world and the digital ether, guiding us softly through the dark. There is a programming language named Python, which sounds like something fierce, but it was actually named after the gentle, absurdist humor of Monty Python's Flying Circus. Its creator, Guido van Rossum, wanted a language that felt like reading a book, a language where the empty space, the white gaps on the page, were just as important as the words themselves. In Python, the way you indent your thoughts matters. It creates a visual rhythm, a clean, airy structure that is easy on the eyes. It is a language that values clarity over complexity. Much like the way a quiet room allows you to hear the softest whisper, let the structure of your thoughts become just as clean and just as spacious. Deep beneath the rolling waves of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, there are thousands of miles of cables, no thicker than a garden hose. These are the true veins of the internet. They rest on the silent, sandy floor, in the crushing pressure and the absolute dark. Inside them are tiny strands of glass, fiber optics, carrying pulses of light that represent every word, every image, and every memory shared across the globe. The internet is not something floating in the sky. It is a physical thing, grounded in the deep. Wrapped in layers of steel and copper, protected by the heavy, cold silence of the sea, imagine the light traveling through those glass threads, moving at the speed of thought through the quiet water. In the early days of computing, we did not type on keys that felt like clouds. We used punch cards, stiff pieces of paper with tiny rectangles cut out of them. Each hole represented a single piece of data, a single instruction. Imagine the sound of thousands of these cards being shuffled, a soft, papery rustle like dry leaves in autumn. An entire program was a heavy stack of paper held in the arms. It was a tactile history, a way of feeling the weight of information before it became weightless. There is a certain peace in knowing that our digital world was once something we could hold, something that whispered as it moved through the machine. There is a concept called the mother of all demos, which took place in 1968. It was the first time the world saw video conferencing, word processing, and the mouse all at once. It was a moment of profound quiet in a gymnasium in San Francisco, where the future was whispered into existence. It showed us that technology wasn't just for math, it was for connecting people, for seeing a face across a distance, for sharing a thought in real time. The seeds of every social interaction we have today were planted in that quiet room, decades before we were ready to harvest them. The operating system, known as Linux, which powers almost every server on the planet, was born from a simple desire to share. Linus Torvalds opened his creation to the world, inviting anyone to look inside, to fix what was broken, and to add what was missing. It is a digital forest where everyone is allowed to plant a tree. It is a testament to the power of the collective, a reminder that the strongest things we build are the ones we build together and then give away. It is a quiet, ongoing conversation between millions of developers, a murmur of cooperation that never truly sleeps. In the 1940s, the ENIAC computer occupied an entire room. It was filled with 18,000 vacuum tubes, which glowed with a soft, amber light. Like a forest of tiny radio valves, these tubes hummed with a low frequency, and they gave off a gentle warmth. It was a machine that breathed heat into the air, requiring massive fans to keep it cool. To stand near it was to feel the physical presence of thought, a glowing, humming monument to the dawn of the electronic age. It was the first time we taught glass and metal how to remember and how to reason. The word algorithm feels very modern, but its roots stretch back over 1,000 years to a mathematician named Al-Khwarizmi, who lived in Baghdad during the Golden Age of Islam. He wrote of systematic ways to solve problems, creating a bridge between ancient wisdom and the machines of the future. Every time an algorithm suggests a song for you or finds the fastest route home, it is using a logic that was refined in the quiet libraries of the ancient world. It is a thread of human intelligence that has been spinning for centuries, connecting the sand of the desert to the silicon of the microchip. Silicon is the material that makes all of this possible, and it is simply a purified form of sand, the most common substance on our beaches. We have taken the earth beneath our feet and etched it with microscopic pathways, turning dull grains of glass into the most complex structures ever designed by man. There is something deeply grounding in the realization that our highest technology is made of the shore. It is the earth itself thinking, processing, and remembering. As you drift towards sleep, imagine the vast, quiet deserts and beaches, providing the very foundation for the digital dreams we inhabit. Inside the massive data centers that hold the world's information, there is a constant, steady sound. It is the white noise of cooling fans, millions of them spinning in unison to keep the servers from overheating. This sound is like a digital waterfall, a continuous, unvarying hum that masks all other noises. It is the sound of the world's memory being preserved. In these cold, dark aisles, the blue and green lights blink in a slow, rhythmic pattern like stars in a mechanical galaxy. It is a place of absolute order, where every bit of data has its home, and every fan sings a lullaby of maintenance. The very first message ever sent over the Internet's predecessor, the ARPANET, was meant to be the word login, but the system crashed after only 2 letters, so the first message ever delivered was simply low. It is a beautiful, accidental beginning, a short, breathy syllable that sounds like the start of a greeting, or the beginning of love, or look. It was a humble, broken start to a revolution. A reminder that even the greatest leaps forward often begin with a stumble, and a simple, quiet sound echoing through the wires. Every programmer, when learning a new language, begins with a single, sacred task. They write a program that simply displays the words, "Hello World." It is a universal tradition, a friendly greeting to the void. It is the first sign of life in a new environment. A small, polite wave from the code to the creator. It signifies that the connection is made, the logic is sound, and the conversation can begin. Imagine millions of screens across the planet, all whispering "Hello World" at the same moment, a gentle global chorus of new beginnings. The transistor, the tiny switch that makes all modern computing possible, replaced the glowing vacuum tube. It was smaller, quieter, and used far less energy. It was a transition from the loud and the hot to the silent and the cool. Transistors are now so small that we can fit billions of them on a surface the size of a fingernail. They are the microscopic gatekeepers of our digital lives, opening and closing in the dark, directing the flow of electricity with perfect precision. They are the silent workers that never tire, never complain, and never make a sound. Open source software is like a global garden, where the seeds are lines of code, and the gardeners are anyone with a keyboard and a dream. It is a philosophy that believes knowledge should be free, and that tools should belong to the people who use them. This spirit of generosity is what built the foundations of the web. It is a world where a person in a small village can use the same powerful tools as a person in a skyscraper. It is a quiet, leveling force, a library that is always open, and a gift that keeps on giving. In the early days of the web, before we had high-resolution images, we had ASCII art, pictures created entirely from letters, numbers, and punctuation marks, a face made of parentheses and colons, a landscape made of slashes and dots. It was a way of finding beauty within the limitations of the text. It required the viewer to use their imagination to fill in the gaps, to see the image within the characters. It was a reminder that even in a world of strict logic, there is always room for a little bit of art and a little bit of play. The hard drive in an older computer has a physical platter that spins at thousands of revolutions per minute. As it shuts down, the spinning slows, and the pitch of the motor drops lower and lower, until it becomes a silent vibration, and then nothing. It is the sound of a machine going to sleep. The magnetic heads park themselves safely away from the disk, like a bird tucking its head under its wing. There is a profound sense of safety in that mechanical ritual, a sense that the day's work is done, and the data is tucked away, waiting for the morning. And finally, consider the quiet focus of an artificial intelligence. Like Deep Blue, the computer that played chess against a grandmaster, it does not feel pressure or anxiety or the passage of time. It simply sits in a state of pure calculation, evaluating millions of possibilities with a calm, unwavering logic. It is a form of thinking that is entirely still, a digital meditation where every move is considered in the absolute quiet of the processor. As you let go of your own thoughts, imagine that same stillness, that same perfect, unhurried focus as you drift and fade into the soft, dark history of the world. Imagine, if you will, a river of light, thin, silver threads of logic winding through the dark. This is the world of algorithms, and you are standing on the bank, watching the data flow past you. Like a slow, rhythmic tide, before we drift further, let us consider the very heart of this world, the algorithm itself. At its simplest, an algorithm is just a recipe, a set of quiet instructions, a gentle sequence of steps taken to reach a soft conclusion. Think of it as a guide, a hand on your shoulder, leading you through a forest by the most peaceful path. It does not rush, it does not hurry. It simply follows the rules of the logic it was born from, like the way you might follow a recipe to bake bread on a Sunday morning, measuring the flour, the water, the salt. Each step is small, each step is manageable. And together, they create something whole, something nourishing. In the digital world, these steps are the heartbeat of everything we see, but they are invisible, like the wind moving through the leaves. You can feel the result, but the process remains a beautiful, hidden mystery. Long ago, in a time of sand and starlight, the very word we use, algorithm, was born from the name of a scholar named Al-Khwarizmi. He lived in a world of ink and parchment, where he sought to find order in the movements of the stars and the flow of numbers. To him, these sequences were a way to understand the universe, a way to translate the chaos of existence into the language of truth. Imagine him sitting in a quiet courtyard, the air smelling of jasmine, as he carefully wrote down the methods for solving problems. His name, translated into Latin, became the word that now powers the pulse of our modern machines. It is a legacy of thought, a bridge across time, connecting the ancient wisdom of the desert with the glowing screens of today. He understood that by breaking a large problem into tiny, peaceful fragments, anything could be solved, and as you listen, you can feel that same sense of order, that same ancient calm settling over your thoughts. Like the evening mist settling over a valley, there was a woman, Ada Lovelace, who saw the soul within the machine. Long before the machine even existed, she looked at the heavy brass gears and the iron frames of early mechanical calculators, and she saw poetry. She wrote the world's first algorithm, a series of instructions intended for a machine that was never finished. She didn't see just numbers, she saw the possibility of music, the possibility of art. She imagined a world where logic could weave patterns like a loom weaves silk. Her mind moved through the abstract spaces of the future, finding a way to tell a machine how to think, how to process, how to become something more than just metal. She is the mother of the code that now surrounds us. And her vision was as delicate and intricate as lace. When you close your eyes, imagine those Victorian gears turning slowly, oiled and silent, following the path she laid out for them over a century ago, a steady, rhythmic movement that leads you toward a deeper, more profound rest. Consider now the way we organize our thoughts and how an algorithm might sort a chaotic pile of information. Imagine a collection of ocean-worn stones scattered on the beach. Some are large, some are small, and they are all out of order. The algorithm, known as a bubble sort, moves through these stones like a gentle wave. It looks at two stones, side by side, and if they are not in the right order, it gently swaps them. It moves down the line, over and over, each pass making the pile a little more harmonious. It is a slow process, a patient process, like the tide smoothing the sand. It doesn't try to do everything at once. It just makes one small change, and then another, until eventually, after many soft ripples, the stones are perfectly arranged from smallest to largest. There is a deep satisfaction in this order, a sense that the world is being tidied while you sleep, and that everything is exactly where it belongs. There is an even faster way to find what you are looking for, a method called the binary search. Imagine you are in a library that stretches on forever, filled with books of every color. You are looking for one specific page, but you do not need to look at every book. Instead, you walk to the very center of the room. You look at the book there, and you ask, is what I seek before this or after this? With that one simple question, you discard half of the library, you move to the center of the remaining half, and you discard half again and again. The world becomes smaller and smaller, more focused, more quiet, until you are left with only the thing you were searching for. It is a way of narrowing the horizon, of letting go of the things you do not need, leaving you only with the essence. It is a peaceful way to navigate the vastness of data, reducing the noise until there is only silence, and the soft, comforting weight of the book you hold in your hands. In the study of algorithms, there is a concept called Big O notation. It sounds technical, but it is truly a philosophy of efficiency. It is a way to measure the cost of time. It asks, as the world grows larger, how much more effort will it take to finish the task? Some things are constant. They take the same amount of effort whether you are looking at 1 star or 1,000. These are the most peaceful tasks, the ones that do not grow heavier with time. Others grow slowly, like the way a tree grows, adding just a little more complexity as the years pass. Understanding this helps the creators of algorithms build paths that do not become overwhelmed. It is a way of ensuring that the flow of data remains smooth, like a river that has been widened to handle the spring snowmelt. It is about balance and the preservation of energy, ensuring that the machine and your mind never have to work harder than they need to. Imagine a mirror reflecting another mirror, which reflects another. This is the beauty of recursion, a concept where an algorithm solves a problem by calling upon itself. It is like a dream within a dream, each layer becoming smaller, more delicate, more intimate. You begin with a large task, but the algorithm says, to solve this, I will first solve a smaller version of it. And that smaller version asks for an even smaller version, until eventually you reach the very center, the base case, the tiny seed of the solution, and then, like a flower blooming, the answers flow back up through the layers, filling in the gaps until the entire problem is resolved. It is a graceful, circular way of thinking, a spiral that draws you inward toward a place of perfect clarity and stillness, where the complexity of the world is just a series of nested, manageable moments deep within the code. There is the art of compression, the magic of making things smaller without losing their spirit. Think of a beautiful, ornate tapestry. If you were to pack it away, you would fold it carefully, pressing out the air, making it easy to carry. An algorithm for compression looks at the data and finds the patterns. It sees the repetitions, the long stretches of blue sky in a digital photograph, and instead of remembering every single pixel, it simply remembers the color and how long it lasts. It is a way of breathing out, of letting go of the redundant, keeping only what is necessary to recreate the beauty later. It makes the weight of the digital world lighter, allowing it to fly through the wires, as light as a feather, as soft as a whisper. It is the science of making space, of clearing the clutter so that only the essentials remain. The traveling salesman is a famous problem, a riddle that many algorithms try to solve. Imagine a traveler who must visit many different cities and return home. They want to find the shortest possible path, the one that consumes the least energy, the one that is most direct. As the number of cities grows, the number of possible paths explodes, becoming a vast, tangled web of choices. The algorithms that tackle this are like map makers, searching for the most elegant route through the winding roads of the world. They look for the shortcuts, the gentle curves, the bridges that save time. It is a quest for the perfect journey, a reminder that in every complex situation, there is a path that is more peaceful than the others, a way to navigate the world that feels like a slow walk through a garden, rather than a frantic race. And as the algorithm finds the path, you can feel your own journey becoming simpler, the road ahead clear and calm. When you wander through the vastness of the internet, you are being guided by the PageRank algorithm. It is the silent librarian of the digital age. It views the entire web not as a collection of pages, but as a network of relationships. It believes that the importance of a page is determined by how many others point toward it. Like a person who is highly respected because of the many kind things others say about them. It follows the links like threads of silk, weaving together a map of human knowledge. It doesn't judge the content by its volume, but by its connections. It is a democratic, gentle way of finding the truth, a way of listening to the collective whisper of millions of voices to find the one that matters most. It brings order to the chaos of the web, turning a stormy sea of information into a series of calm, navigable pools. In the world of games and simulations, There is an algorithm called A*. It is a pathfinder, a light in the dark. When a character needs to move across a complex map, through mountains and around lakes, A* calculates the cost of every step. It looks at the distance already traveled and the distance remaining, and it leans toward the direction of the goal. It is like a compass that always knows where home is, even when the path is obscured by shadows. It is a smart, intuitive way of moving, balancing the desire to move forward with the reality of the obstacles in the way. It finds the flow, the natural line of least resistance, and as it guides the digital traveler, it reminds us that we, too, are always finding our way, step by step, toward a place of rest, toward the light at the end of the journey. Deep in the heart of the code, there is the mysterious beauty of the hash function. Imagine taking a mountain, a vast, towering peak of data, and passing it through a magical filter. On the other side, you are left with a single unique pebble, a digital fingerprint that represents everything that was in the mountain, but in a tiny, fixed size. No matter how large the input, the output is always the same length, a short sequence of characters that is perfectly unique. It is a way of distilling the essence of something, of creating a shortcut to its identity. It is used to store secrets, to verify truth, to ensure that nothing has been changed in the night. It is a quiet sentinel, a tiny, glowing spark that holds the weight of empires within it. It is the ultimate simplification, the turning of the complex into the singular. We often think of computers as being perfectly predictable, but sometimes they need the touch of the unknown. This is where the pseudorandom number generator comes in. It is an algorithm that creates the illusion of chance. It takes a tiny seed, like the exact millisecond of a clock, and it performs a series of complex, mathematical dances to produce a number that feels random. It is the digital equivalent of rolling dice or watching the way sparks fly from a campfire. It brings a sense of life to the code, a touch of the unpredictable, because even in a world of perfect logic, there must be room for the unexpected, for the sudden, gentle surprise. It is the random walk of a particle, the flickering of a star, the soft, uneven rhythm of the rain against the windowpane, reminding us that there is beauty in the things we cannot fully predict. The Fibonacci sequence is a pattern found in the petals of a flower, the spiral of a shell, and the branches of a tree, and in the world of algorithms. It is a classic study in growth. Each number is the sum of the two before it, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. It is a sequence that starts slowly, and then begins to expand with a natural, rhythmic grace. When an algorithm calculates these numbers, it is mirroring the very code of nature. It is a reminder that digital logic and the physical world are not so different. They both follow the laws of harmony, the laws of expansion. The sequence creates a spiral that draws the eye inward, a golden ratio that feels inherently right to the human soul. It is the architecture of the universe, written in the language of the machine. A steady, unfolding pattern that breathes with the same pace as your own slow, deep breaths. Encryption algorithms are the keepers of secrets, the silent guardians of our private thoughts. They take a message, a simple, clear sentence, and they weave it into a complex, unbreakable knot. They use mathematical keys, numbers so large they are like the distances between galaxies, to scramble the information so that no one but the intended recipient can read it. It is like writing a letter in a secret language, and then locking it in a chest that can only be opened by a specific, magical key. It provides a sense of safety, a sanctuary for your data, It is the digital equivalent of a locked door on a quiet night, the knowledge that you are secure, that your secrets are well kept, and that you can let go of the world outside, knowing that the algorithms are standing watch, silent and tireless. At the beginning of almost every programmer's journey, there is a simple tradition, a tiny, two-word algorithm that simply says, "Hello world." It is the first breath of a new program, the first time it speaks to the universe. It is not complex, it is not powerful, but it is profound. It is a greeting, a soft, digital "I am here." It represents the moment of creation, when the logic is first awakened and the flow of data begins. It is a peaceful, humble start, a reminder that every great thing, every complex system, every vast network began with a single, gentle word. It is the quietest of milestones, a soft pulse of light on a black screen, welcoming the code into existence and welcoming you into a space of calm and new beginnings. The loop is one of the most fundamental structures in all of programming. It is a circle of time, a sequence of instructions that repeats over and over. As long as a certain condition is true, imagine a clock on the wall, its hands moving in a steady, infinite circle. This is a loop. It can be used to scan through a list, to wait for a signal, or to keep a world running. There is a comfort in the repetition, a rhythmic stability that feels like the turning of the seasons or the rising and falling of the tide. The algorithm does not tire, it does not get bored, it simply performs its task, again and again, with a steady, meditative persistence. It is the heartbeat of the machine, a constant, reliable presence that ensures the world of data continues to flow, even while you are drifting far away into sleep. When an algorithm searches through a network, it might use a method called breadth-first search. Imagine dropping a stone into a perfectly still lake. Ripples move outward in every direction, reaching the nearest points first, then the next, then the next. This algorithm explores the world in the same way. It doesn't rush deep into the unknown. It carefully examines everything close to it first, making sure it understands its immediate surroundings before moving further. It is a thorough, patient way of exploring, a way of ensuring that nothing is missed. It expands like a soft glow, illuminating the darkness in concentric circles. It is a comforting way to seek, because it never feels lost. It always knows exactly how far it is from where it started, and it moves with the grace of water flowing over the landscape. In the modern world, we have created algorithms that can learn, known as neural networks. They are inspired by the very architecture of your brain, by the way your neurons fire and connect. They do not just follow a rigid set of instructions. They observe the world. They look at thousands of images of clouds. And slowly, they begin to understand what a cloud looks like. They adjust their own internal weights and balances, strengthening some connections and weakening others. It is a process of growth, of soft, gradual understanding. It is like a child learning to recognize the voice of their mother. It is the closest a machine can come to dreaming, to intuition, and as these networks process information, they do so with a quiet, pulsing energy, a symphony of tiny adjustments that lead to a greater, more beautiful awareness. Finally, we come to the concept of the null, the void, the empty space where the data stops. Every algorithm must eventually reach a conclusion, or a point where there is no more information to process. In the language of code, this is often called a null pointer. It is not an error, it is a destination. It is the silent, peaceful end of the path. It is the place where the flow of data ceases, and there is only stillness. It is the finality of a task completed. the closing of the eyes at the end of a long day, an algorithm that reaches its end has fulfilled its purpose. It has sorted the stones, found the path, and delivered the message, and now it can simply exist in the quiet. It is the ultimate state of rest, the point where the logic fades away and you are left in the soft, dark embrace of the night, where the only thing left to do is to let go and drift into the silence of the zeros and the ones. Allow your thoughts to gently drift like a soft cloud across a vast, peaceful sky as we explore the calming world of Linux and open source. Imagine a young student, Linus Torvalds, perhaps late at night. The soft glow of his computer screen illuminating a quiet dorm room in Helsinki. He wasn't seeking to build an empire or ignite a revolution. His initial intent was far simpler, far more personal. He was driven by a gentle curiosity, a quiet desire to understand, to create something that worked for him, a small operating system kernel, a digital heart for his machine, and then, with the softest touch of generosity, he chose to share this nascent creation with others, not for gain, not for grand acclaim, but simply to invite collaboration, to see what beautiful things could emerge. When minds connected, when ideas were freely exchanged, this quiet act of digital gifting from a single room began to ripple outwards like a calm stone dropped into a still pond. It was the tiny, unassuming seed from which the sprawling, vibrant ecosystem of Linux would eventually grow, a testament to how profound impact can flow from humble beginnings, born of a desire to share rather than to hoard, a gentle whisper that became a global chorus of collective effort. This reminds us that the most enduring creations often begin not with a shout, but with a quiet, thoughtful offering, a peaceful invitation to build something wonderful together. A gentle unfolding of shared possibility from a very personal dream. The essence of open source can be likened to a vast digital potluck where everyone brings a dish, not for sale, but to be shared freely. With all who gather, each contributor, whether they offer a small improvement, a new feature, or simply a helping hand, adds their unique flavor to the collective feast. There's no expectation of monetary reward, only the quiet satisfaction of contributing to something good, something useful for the wider community. It's a continuous cycle of giving and receiving, where the more you share, the richer the experience becomes for everyone. As if each line of code, each thoughtful suggestion is a small gift, wrapped in kindness and expertise, passed gently from one hand to another, across continents and time zones. This spirit cultivates a deep sense of shared ownership and collective pride, knowing that the tools and platforms we rely on are not dictated by a single entity, but are nurtured by the loving care of countless individuals coming together for the pure joy of creation and collaboration, a truly serene and giving model for the digital age. Imagine a tranquil digital garden, where countless variations of plants can grow, each slightly different, yet all rooted in the same rich soil. This is the beauty of Linux distributions, often called distros. They offer an incredible array of choices, each tailored to different preferences, different needs, like finding the perfect, most comfortable chair just for you. Some are designed for absolute simplicity, a gentle introduction for newcomers. Others are crafted for specific tasks, like a specialized tool perfectly suited to its purpose. Yet others still are built for those who love to delve deep, to customize every tiny detail, to make their digital space feel utterly theirs. This freedom to choose, to explore different paths, without constraint, is profoundly calming. There's no single right way, no imperative to conform, only an open invitation to find what resonates with your own quiet rhythm, your unique way of interacting with technology. It's like wandering through a peaceful forest, knowing you can follow any path that calls to you, assured that your journey will be your own and deeply fulfilling. Beneath the bustling surface of the internet, where websites load and messages fly, there exists a quiet, unassuming foundational layer powered by Linux servers. These digital workhorses often run tirelessly for years on end, without complaint, without fanfare. They are the silent guardians of our interconnected world, humming gently in data centers across the globe, rarely needing attention, rarely faltering. This profound stability, this unseen reliability, is deeply comforting. It allows us to trust in the unseen infrastructure, knowing that the digital pathways we traverse are built upon solid ground. It's like the roots of an ancient tree, holding firm beneath the earth, providing unwavering support for all the life above. Their uptime, the continuous stretch of time they operate without interruption, often spans months, even years. A testament to their robust, carefully crafted design. This quiet presence, the steadfast dedication of these systems, frees us from worry, allowing us to simply use and create, knowing that the digital stage is always set, always ready. A truly peaceful foundation for our modern lives. Envision a grand collaborative tapestry woven by thousands of skilled hands, each scrutinizing every thread, every stitch, ensuring its strength, its beauty, and its integrity. This is the comforting assurance of open source security, known as the power of 1,000 eyes. When software code is openly available for anyone to review and inspect, it means countless individuals with diverse perspectives and expertise are quietly examining its structure, searching for potential weaknesses, for tiny flaws. This collective vigilance, this shared responsibility, acts as a powerful protective shield, making open source software often more secure and more robust than its closed-source counterparts. It's a gentle form of peer review on a global scale, where potential issues are often identified and resolved long before they can cause harm. This transparency, this shared commitment to quality and safety, creates a deep sense of trust, a tranquil confidence in the tools we use. It's like having a protective community quietly watching over your digital well-being, ensuring everything is sound, everything is safe, allowing you to rest easy, knowing your digital foundations are thoroughly guarded by a collective of caring minds. One of the most profound blessings of open source is the gentle freedom it bestows, the unhurried invitation to simply look inside, to understand how things work. Without mystery, without hidden compartments. Imagine holding a finely crafted clock and being able to gently open its casing, to observe the delicate gears turning, the springs coiling and uncoiling. This is the essence of being able to tinker with open source software. You possess the quiet liberty to examine the code, to trace its logic, to even modify it, if you wish, to suit your exact needs. This fosters a beautiful sense of empowerment, a gentle satisfaction of knowing, truly knowing, what your digital tools are doing. It removes the veil of secrecy that often shrouds proprietary software, allowing for a transparent and deeply reassuring experience. There's no fear of the unknown, no need to wonder about hidden processes, just the serene clarity of seeing everything laid bare. It encourages a gentle curiosity, an invitation to learn, to experiment. To make the software truly your own, a quiet journey of discovery within your digital world, beyond the lines of code and the intricate technicalities, lies the beating heart of open source, a welcoming community. Imagine a quiet, sunlit gathering space where people from all walks of life, with varying levels of experience, come together to share knowledge, to offer help, and to simply connect. Open source projects often foster incredibly supportive forums, gentle mailing lists, and friendly chat channels where questions are met with patience and assistance is offered freely. This sense of belonging, this shared journey of learning and discovery, is deeply comforting. There's no judgment, only encouragement, no competition, only collaboration. It's a place where a newcomer's tentative query is met with the same respect as an experienced developer's intricate solution. This spirit of mutual support creates a peaceful haven in the often complex digital landscape. It reminds us that technology, at its best, is a bridge between people, a means to connect, to uplift, to learn from one another, a quiet testament to the power of human kindness in the digital realm, a truly gentle embrace. For all who wish to participate, consider a quiet path winding through a vibrant meadow. With countless wildflowers, each subtly unique in hue and form, this gentle abundance of choice is beautifully reflected in the world of Linux distributions, or flavors known as distros. There isn't just one version imposed upon all, but an expansive array, each carefully cultivated to cater to different preferences and purposes. Some are designed for artistic endeavors, with elegant interfaces, others for scientific work, with powerful tools built in, while many simply aim for effortless simplicity, a peaceful, easy-to-use desktop experience. This multitude of options means you can find a digital environment that feels perfectly attuned to your own unique rhythm, your personal way of working or relaxing. There's no pressure to adapt to a one-size-fits-all solution, but rather a calm invitation to discover what truly resonates with you. It's like choosing the perfect pair of slippers or your favorite mug for a warm drink, a small, comforting detail that makes your daily interactions feel more harmonious, more genuinely your own, a serene sense of personalization in a world that often rushes us into conformity. Let your mind drift back to the foundational whispers of the free software movement, originating with Richard Stallman's gentle vision. He wasn't thinking of profit or market share, but of fundamental freedoms. Imagine a world where all knowledge, all tools were openly shared, like stories around a campfire, passed down from generation to generation. His philosophy was rooted in generosity, the simple belief that software, once created, should be free for everyone to use, to study, to modify, and to share alike. It's a principled stance, a quiet ethical declaration that technology should empower, not control. It speaks of a digital commons, a shared legacy, where innovation is fostered through collaboration, not restricted by ownership. This profound idea, this gentle insistence on liberty, laid the moral and philosophical groundwork for much of what we now cherish as open source. It's a reminder that beneath the practical applications, there is a deeper current of altruism, a quiet striving for a more equitable and more open digital future, a legacy of sharing that continues to inspire change with its gentle, persistent truth. Imagine a vast, clear pane of glass, allowing you to see every intricate detail of what lies beyond. Without obstruction, this is the deep comfort of transparency inherent in open source software. because the source code, the very blueprints of how the software functions, is openly available for anyone to examine. There are no hidden agendas, no secret processes, no mysterious operations. You can literally see what the software is doing and how it's doing it. This complete openness fosters a profound sense of trust, a quiet reassurance that your digital tools are acting in your best interest and not secretly collecting data or performing unwelcome tasks. It's like having a trusted friend who always tells you the full story, with nothing held back. This clarity, this absence of hidden corners, removes a layer of digital anxiety, allowing you to interact with your computer and the internet with a calm and peaceful certainty. It's a gentle promise of honesty in a world that often feels opaque, providing a serene foundation for your digital interactions. Envision a peaceful, flowing river fed by countless streams and tributaries, each contributing its own small flow to the greater current. This beautifully illustrates the quiet hum of collaboration that defines open source development. Developers from every corner of the globe, speaking different languages, living in different time zones, yet connected by a shared purpose, gently contribute their efforts. They work asynchronously, often without ever meeting in person, unified by the common goal of improving a piece of software or creating something entirely new. It's a testament to the power of collective intelligence, where individual contributions, however small, weave together to form something far greater than any single person could achieve alone. There's a subtle harmony in this global orchestra of minds, each playing their part to create a symphony of code. This quiet, distributed effort fosters a profound sense of unity and shared achievement. It reminds us that even grand projects can be built gently, patiently, through the combined goodwill and thoughtful input of many dedicated individuals, a truly calming example of humanity's capacity for peaceful, productive teamwork without boundaries. The journey into open source often begins with a gentle learning curve, a quiet invitation to explore at your own comfortable pace. Many open source tools and Linux distributions are thoughtfully designed with newcomers in mind, offering intuitive interfaces and clear documentation. It's like being guided by a patient mentor who encourages you to take small, confident steps rather than being thrown into the deep end. There's no pressure to master everything at once, just the serene opportunity to gradually uncover and understand the nuances of a new digital world. This accessibility, this emphasis on making technology understandable and approachable, removes much of the intimidation that can often accompany learning something new. It fosters a joyful sense of discovery rather than a stressful challenge, making the process of expanding your digital horizons feel like a peaceful stroll through a new landscape, allowing each new piece of knowledge to settle softly within you, a quiet progression towards greater fluency and deeper understanding without any rush. Consider the gentle act of extending life, of making things last longer, refusing to let good resources go to waste. This is the essence of digital sustainability, often found within the open source ethos. Unlike commercial software, which frequently demands upgrading to new hardware to keep pace with its ever-evolving demands, open source software, particularly Linux, has a remarkable ability to breathe new life into older computers. It's like rejuvenating an old piece of furniture, giving it purpose and beauty once more. An older laptop or desktop machine might struggle with the latest proprietary operating systems, but can often run a lightweight Linux distribution with surprising speed and grace. This practice significantly reduces electronic waste. Minimizing our environmental footprint, it's a quiet act of defiance against the culture of perpetual upgrades, a gentle commitment to making the most of what we have. It fosters a sense of resourcefulness and thoughtful consumption, turning what might be considered obsolete into a perfectly capable tool. Once again, a truly calming approach to our digital consumption, echoing the rhythms of nature's own cycles of renewal. Beyond its practical applications, open-source software often embodies a profound sense of artistic expression, akin to a beautifully crafted poem or an intricately painted canvas. Developers pour their creativity, their passion, and their meticulous attention to detail into their code, designing elegant solutions, crafting intuitive interfaces, and building systems that are not only functional, but also aesthetically pleasing. In their internal logic and external presentation, it's like watching a skilled artisan carefully shape raw materials into something both useful and beautiful. The act of sharing this creation freely enhances its artistic value, turning a personal endeavor into a collective appreciation where others can admire, learn from, and even contribute to the evolving masterpiece. This acknowledgement of software as an art form elevates the act of programming beyond mere utility into a realm of creative endeavor. It reminds us that technology, at its heart, can be an outlet for human ingenuity and a source of quiet inspiration. A digital sculpture, built line by line, with care and vision, shared openly, for all to experience and enjoy, a truly gentle form of digital art. Imagine a world free from nagging obligations, without deadlines or demands. This is the peaceful gift of the absence of obligation within the open source world. There are no licensing fees to worry about, no annual subscriptions demanding renewal. Simply the serene freedom to use the software for as long as you wish, in any way you choose. It eliminates the subtle pressure and the financial burden that often accompany proprietary software. There are no forced upgrades, no unexpected changes that disrupt your workflow. You are in gentle control, free to update only when you feel ready, or to continue using a version that simply works for you. This autonomy, this quiet independence, fosters a deep sense of calm. It's like owning a beloved tool that simply continues to serve you faithfully without ever making demands. It removes the stress of digital consumerism, allowing you to focus on your work, your creativity, or your relaxation without the background hum of impending costs or mandatory changes. A truly liberating and deeply comforting aspect of open source existence. The journey of open source is an open-ended one, never truly reaching a final destination, but rather evolving gently, continuously, like a flowing river, shaping its banks and carving new paths over time. This perpetual state of development is not chaotic, but rather a calm and steady progression where improvements are gradually introduced, new features thoughtfully implemented, and existing components refined. It speaks to the organic nature of creation, a living, breathing entity that adapts and grows in response to the changing needs of its users and the unfolding landscape of technology. There's a beautiful predictability in this ongoing evolution, a reassuring sense that the software you rely on will continue to be nurtured and improved by a devoted community. It's like watching a majestic tree slowly grow, year after year, adding new rings, stretching new branches, always moving forward but with a timeless grace. This continuity, this gentle unfolding of possibilities, offers a peaceful contrast to the often abrupt and disruptive changes of proprietary software. A truly serene testament to enduring progress. In the quiet tapestry of open source lies a gentle reminder of our shared humanity, individuals from diverse cultures, speaking countless languages across every continent, come together not for personal gain, but for a common digital good. They transcend borders and bridge differences, united by the shared purpose of building better tools, fostering innovation, and sharing knowledge freely. It's a peaceful demonstration of how technology can serve as a conduit for global cooperation, a quiet testament to our collective capacity for altruism and collaboration. There are no national flags flying over open source projects, only the shared banner of human ingenuity and generosity, this sense of collective endeavor, this quiet understanding that we are all in this together. Working towards a common, beneficial goal is profoundly calming. It paints a serene picture of humanity at its best, quietly cooperating, gently uplifting one another through the universal language of code. A truly inspiring and comforting vision for our interconnected world. Many profound changes often happen quietly, without grand announcements or loud declarations. This is the nature of the quiet revolution that open source has gently wrought across the digital landscape. Without fanfare, it has become the bedrock of much of the Internet's infrastructure, the operating system for countless servers, the foundation for mobile devices, and the engine behind many of the tools we use every day. It didn't demand attention. It simply offered a better way, a more open, more collaborative, and more flexible alternative. It's like a gentle stream, quietly carving a new path through the landscape, slowly, steadily, reshaping everything around it. Without violent force, this understated power, this subtle permeation of open source principles into nearly every corner of our digital lives is deeply reassuring. It demonstrates that true progress doesn't always need to be loud or aggressive, but can instead bloom peacefully from shared ideals and collective effort, transforming the world, one quiet contribution at a time, a truly calming and impactful force. There's a deep comfort in predictability, in knowing what to expect. This serene quality is often found in the steady rhythm of open source projects. Many are meticulously well documented, their processes transparent, and their development cycles often follow a gentle, consistent pace. This allows for peaceful planning, for calm understanding of how software will evolve and when new stable versions will arrive. It's like relying on the steady ticking of a trusted clock, knowing its rhythm and trusting its accuracy. There are no sudden, jarring shifts, no unexpected changes that can disrupt your work or your peace of mind. Instead, there's a reassuring sense of order, a quiet clarity in the way these projects are managed and maintained. This predictability fosters a sense of security, allowing you to invest your time and effort into using and customizing the software with the calm assurance that its path forward is clear and well-trodden. It's a gentle anchor in the often tumultuous waters of technological change, providing a steady presence you can always count on. Finally, let your thoughts settle on the profound sense of collective ownership that permeates the open source world. Imagine yourself as part of a large, caring family, where everyone contributes a little piece to the shared home, tending to the garden, mending a fence, or simply adding a touch of beauty. Each line of code written each bug gently fixed. Each piece of documentation carefully crafted contributes to something larger than oneself. It's not about individual glory, but about being a vital part of an enduring legacy, a digital commons that will outlast any single creator. This feeling of belonging, of shared responsibility, and mutual achievement is incredibly comforting. It connects you to a global community, a vast network of individuals who are all invested in the well-being and growth of these shared digital treasures. It's a quiet testament to the human desire to build, to share, and to leave something valuable behind for future generations, a tranquil sense of being part of something truly significant and eternally collaborative. Now, allow yourself to gently drift into a peaceful and restorative slumber, knowing that these quiet collective efforts continue softly in the background as you rest. Imagine, if you will, the most gentle of sounds, a soft, rhythmic whisper that emanates from beneath your fingertips as they softly settle upon the keys of a mechanical keyboard. It's not a harsh noise, but a delicate melody, a comforting, almost lulling click that signifies a moment of pure connection, a quiet completion. Each press is met with a distinct, yet tender, audible confirmation, a small, perfect chime that your intention has been received, translated into the silent language of the digital. It's like the soft falling of a single water drop into a still pond, sending out the gentlest of ripples, a soothing and reassuring punctuation mark in the calm of your thoughts. This gentle sound for some is a quiet companion, a steady presence guiding their focus without ever demanding it, a soft, almost meditative rhythm that allows the mind to relax and wander. Really, it's a sound woven into the very fabric of tactile satisfaction, a subtle invitation to simply let go and allow your awareness to rest upon the sensation, the soft touch, the gentle resistance, and the quiet click, like the turning of a well-loved page in a very old book, an experience designed to soothe and gently carry you towards a deeper sense of peace and stillness. Let each gentle click become a lullaby for your awakening senses, easing them into a tranquil repose. Picture now the reassuring weight, the quiet gravitas of a truly well-made mechanical keyboard resting steadily upon your desk. It's not light or flimsy, but possesses a satisfying inherent stability, a grounding presence that feels solid and dependable in the soft glow of your room. This weight whispers of quality of materials, chosen with care, of construction, built to last. It suggests a quiet permanence, a steadfast companion, patiently waiting for your touch, like a smooth river stone worn by time and tranquil currents. It simply is there, unwavering, a silent anchor in the shifting landscape of your daily thoughts. This substantial feel translates into a quiet confidence in every keystroke, an assurance that your intention will be met without any unwanted movement or chatter. It contributes to a sense of calm, a feeling of being securely rooted as your thoughts begin to flow and then gently drift away. The gentle thud, as it settles into its place, is a soft promise, a quiet dedication to comfort and to serenity, allowing you to simply lean back and feel its quiet, comforting presence as you allow your own weary weight to slowly release. Let your mind wander gently back through the mists of time to the origins of this comforting mechanical touch, long before screens glowed with vibrant colors. The lineage of the mechanical keyboard stretches like a tranquil river back to the elegant click-clack of the old typewriters, each one a marvel of intricate spring-loaded levers and gentle, deliberate hammers striking the page with a resonant thwack. There's a quiet, timeless beauty in this connection, a graceful echo of a bygone era when every letter was a physical act of creation, a tangible mark left upon the paper. This historical whisper reminds us of the enduring appeal of tactile feedback, the deep human need to feel. We are doing to connect with the process rather than simply observe it. It's a subtle nod to craftsmanship, to the delicate dance of metal and springs, a heritage that lives on in the quiet satisfaction of each modern mechanical keypress. It invites you to feel a gentle sense of continuity, a connection across generations to the slow, steady rhythm of human endeavor, allowing these calming historical echoes to lull and soothe your mind into a tranquil stillness. Consider the gentle invitation of variety that resides within the world of mechanical switches. There isn't just one path, but many, each offering a subtly different landscape of touch and sound. Some switches offer a linear journey, a smooth, uninterrupted glide from top to bottom, like a gentle boat drifting on calm, undisturbed waters. Others present a soft, tactile bump, a quiet, reassuring nudge along the way, a subtle, almost imperceptible signpost that tells your finger its mission is accomplished. And then there are those with the gentle, melodic click we spoke of earlier, a soft, audible chime that feels like a tiny celebratory whisper. For each completed keystroke, each type has its own unique lullaby, its own delicate song, designed to resonate with different preferences, different rhythms of thought and movement. It's a quiet exploration, a journey of discovery to find the sensation that most perfectly cradles your fingertips and gently guides your mind towards a quiet contentment, a serene and peaceful resting place where all worries simply dissolve. Drift now with your thoughts to the quiet, enduring legacy of Cherry MX switches, a name that has become synonymous with quality and quiet reliability in the gentle world of mechanical keyboards. For many, they represent the very foundation, the comforting baseline against which all other gentle variations are measured. Their design, simple yet profoundly effective, has stood the test of time. Like a sturdy, venerable oak tree offering shade and shelter to all who come to rest beneath its quiet branches, they are the quiet workhorses, the steadfast companions that have introduced countless to the gentle art of mechanical typing. With their smoothly consistent action and reassuring durability, they offer a sense of familiar comfort, a quiet dependability that allows your mind to simply trust the sensations that flow through your fingertips. Their ubiquity, their quiet, widespread adoption, is a testament to their gentle perfection, a soft, steady presence in a world of constant change, inviting you to simply relax and let their consistent, familiar motion guide you into a deeper and deeper state of calm. Allow your gaze to softly settle upon the gentle ambient glow of RGB backlighting emanating from beneath the peaceful keycaps. It's not a harsh, flamboyant display, but a soft, almost ethereal illumination that paints your workspace with a tranquil wash of customizable color. Imagine the softest blues like a moonlit sky or the warmest amber, evoking the gentle embers of a dying fire. Each hue can be chosen to perfectly match the quiet serenity of your mood or the soothing darkness of the approaching night. This gentle radiance creates a quiet cocoon of calm, a soft invitation for your eyes to relax and your mind to gently unwind. The subtle glow can transform your desk into a tranquil sanctuary, a place where thoughts can flow freely, unburdened by harsh overhead lights. It's a visual lullaby, a silent symphony of light that washes over your senses, soothing and comforting, beckoning your awareness to gently recede as you allow the soft, shifting colors to carry you into a deeper and deeper state of quiet slumber. Feel now the subtle, comforting warmth and exquisite texture of PBT keycaps beneath your fingertips. They possess a unique matte finish, a soft, almost powdery sensation that feels incredibly gentle and inviting to the touch. Unlike some smoother, shinier plastics, these keycaps have a quiet, understated elegance, a resistance to the wear and polish that comes with countless hours of gentle interaction. They retain their original comforting texture, their subtle grip, like an old familiar stone smoothed by the passage of time, but never losing its essential character. This enduring quality means they remain a quiet, consistent presence always offering the same gentle, reassuring feel. This resistance to shine to becoming slick under your touch contributes to a sense of quiet integrity, a subtle promise of lasting comfort. Their gentle yet firm nature allows your fingers to find their place with natural ease without any unwanted slipperiness. A simple yet profound comfort that quietly guides you into a state of relaxation, easing every lingering tension away. Allow your thoughts to drift to the quiet satisfaction that comes from hot swap sockets within a mechanical keyboard. This clever, gentle innovation allows you to change the very asterisk feel of your typing experience. With such delicate ease, imagine being able to softly lift out one type of switch with a gentle pulling motion, and just as gently press in another without the need for complex tools or technical dexterity. It's like quietly rearranging the furniture in a comforting, familiar room to find the perfect serene arrangement for your current mood. This gentle flexibility is a quiet invitation to experiment, to explore the subtle nuances of different switch types. If one day you crave the smooth, silent glide of a linear switch and the next, the gentle, satisfying bump of a tactile one, the hot swap design allows for this quiet transformation. It removes any pressure, any finality from the choice, offering a peaceful freedom to adapt and to evolve your comfort, creating a space of quiet exploration. A gentle journey towards absolute tranquility. Now picture a humble yet endlessly useful tool, the quiet, unassuming keycap puller. It's a simple, often wire-looped device designed with a singular, gentle purpose to help you delicately remove a keycap from its perch without causing any strain or damage. It's a small yet significant gesture of care for your beloved keyboard, a quiet act of maintenance that speaks volumes about mindful interaction. There's a quiet, gentle satisfaction in using it, the soft click as the wires gently secure themselves under the keycap's edge, and then the almost imperceptible pop asterisk as it lifts away so cleanly, so easily. It's a small, practical moment that contributes to the overall sense of calm and control over your workspace, a subtle reminder that even the smallest tasks can be imbued with quiet grace and intention, allowing this gentle, focused attention to slowly guide your awareness deeper into a restful and peaceful slumber. Let your mind gently drift to the almost meditative art of lubing switches, a quiet, meticulous process that transforms the feel and sound of a mechanical keyboard. It involves applying the tiniest, almost invisible whisper of a special lubricant to the delicate internal parts of each individual switch, one by one. It's a painstaking, yet deeply soothing ritual, like polishing a treasured smooth river stone to bring out its inner serene luster. The reward is profound, a switch that moves with unparalleled smoothness, a silken, effortless glide that feels incredibly luxurious under your fingertips. The sound is also gently altered, often deepening from a sharper click or clack to a softer, more resonant thok, a sound that feels like a gentle sonic pillow for your ears. This quiet transformation from good to exquisitely perfect offers a deeply satisfying sense of accomplishment, a tranquil harmony between touch and sound, easing your senses into a profound and restful calm. Now envision a quiet, welcoming space, a gentle online community that blossoms around shared passion for mechanical keyboards. It's a place of soft, collaborative spirit where enthusiasts from across the globe gather to share their creations, their discoveries, and their quiet contentment. There are no harsh judgments, no loud demands, just a peaceful exchange of ideas like soft whispers carried on a gentle breeze. This community fosters a sense of belonging, a quiet camaraderie amongst those who appreciate the subtle nuances, the delicate craftsmanship, and the profound satisfaction of a perfectly tuned keyboard. It's a place where questions are met with thoughtful, patient responses, where inspirations are gently passed from one to another. This quiet, shared appreciation creates a soothing atmosphere, a sense of interconnectedness that allows your own mind to gently unwind, feeling supported and completely at peace as you drift into slumber's soft embrace. Consider the gentle embrace of ergonomic shapes and thoughtfully designed layouts in the world of mechanical keyboards. These are not mere stylistic choices, but quiet, deliberate efforts to cradle your hands and wrists in the most natural and comfortable positions. Imagine a layout that allows your fingers to rest in a relaxed, unforced posture, their gentle curves mirroring the natural arcs of your own anatomy. It's like finding the perfect soft pillow that supports your head and neck, just so easing any tension, any strain. These designs whisper of care, of foresight, of a desire to promote lasting comfort and well-being. They invite you to release any tightness in your shoulders, any stiffness in your wrists, allowing your hands to simply melt into designated places. The quiet intention behind these layouts is to make your interaction with the digital world as fluid and as peaceful as possible, a gentle dance between your body and the device, encouraging a deep and uninterrupted sense of calm flowing through every fiber of your being. Drift now to the quiet, almost magical moment of discovering the perfect switch for your own unique touch and rhythm. It's a journey, not a destination, a gentle exploration through the vast landscape of tactile feels and subtle sounds. You might have tried many, testing different pressures, different travel distances, different sonic profiles, until one day you find the one asterisk that clicks or glides or bumps with an exquisite and undeniable harmony with your own inner sense of peace. This discovery is a quiet, joyful revelation, a feeling of profound contentment, like discovering a forgotten treasure in a peaceful garden. The perfect switch becomes an extension of your thoughts, a seamless and effortless translation of intention into action. It brings a deeply satisfying sense of quiet, equilibrium, a feeling that everything is precisely as it should be, allowing this quiet perfection to guide you into a state of tranquil and undisturbed rest. Allow the gentle, resonant sound of a well-tuned mechanical keyboard to soothe and cradle your senses. Imagine a deeply mellow thok, a rich bass note that emanates from beneath the keycaps. It's a sound that feels substantial yet soft, like the deeply resonant hum of a distant temple bell or the quiet rhythmic drum of a gentle rain on a distant rooftop. It's a sonic pillow for your ears, a sound that speaks of quality, of careful attention to detail, and of peaceful harmony. This comforting thok is often the result of mindful layering of materials, of gentle adjustments that aim to eliminate any harshness, any unwanted reverberations, leaving only the pure, deep, satisfying tone. It creates an audio landscape that is incredibly calming and deeply meditative. Each keystroke becomes a small resonant wave, slowly washing over your awareness, drawing you deeper and deeper into a state of quiet relaxation, inviting your mind to simply let go and drift on its tranquil currents. Consider the quiet resilience and impressive longevity of mechanical keyboards. They are not ephemeral digital tools designed to be quickly replaced, but sturdy, enduring companions built the gentle promise of lasting service. Many are crafted with components rated for millions of keystrokes, a quiet testament to their robustness and their unwavering reliability. They stand the test of time like a beloved piece of antique furniture, growing in character and quiet familiarity with each passing day and gentle touch. This durability fosters a gentle sense of permanence, a quiet reassurance in a world that often feels fleeting and ever-changing. A mechanical keyboard can become a trusted, steadfast friend, a silent witness to countless hours of quiet thought and gentle creation. Its enduring presence offers a subtle sense of stability, a comforting anchor that allows your mind to release any anxieties about obsolescence and simply rest in the quiet certainty of its faithful companionship, letting that certainty guide you into a deep and restorative sleep. Drift now to the profound yet subtle connection that mechanical keyboards offer to the vast, intricate digital world. They are a physical gateway, a tangible bridge between the abstract realms of code and thought, and the very real sensation of your fingertips on a solid, responsive surface. It's a grounding experience, a quiet reminder that even the most ethereal of digital creations begins with a simple, deliberate human touch. Each keystroke is a tiny act of translation, a gentle whisper from your mind. Made manifest in the digital sphere, this physical interaction offers a quiet sense of control, a reassuring feedback loop that tells your brain your intentions are being heard and acted upon. It's a very ancient human need to interact with our tools in a tactile way, and the mechanical keyboard fulfills this with a quiet grace, allowing your perception to feel fully present and peacefully connected. As you drift into a deep and tranquil repose, allow your thoughts to settle on the tactile feedback of a mechanical keyboard. As a gentle form of mindfulness, each individual key press, each gentle resistance, each soft click or bump or thwack is an invitation to simply be. In the present moment, it's a quiet sensory anchor that can gently draw your attention away from racing thoughts or external distractions and bring it back to the quiet rhythm of your own actions. This rhythmic interaction can become a gentle meditation, a soft, steady beat that allows your mind to quiet its incessant chatter and simply observe the delicate dance between your fingers and the keys. It's an opportunity to feel the subtle nuances, to appreciate the precise mechanics, to experience the quiet satisfaction of each completed action. This gentle, mindful engagement helps to soothe the nervous system, dissolving any lingering stress and guiding you effortlessly into a profound and peaceful state of deeply restorative rest. Listen closely in your mind's ear to the quiet hum of productivity that a mechanical keyboard often evokes. It's not a noisy, frantic sound, but a gentle, steady rhythm, a soft, ground accompaniment to the unfolding of thoughts and ideas. Imagine the quiet, determined tapping as words flow onto the screen or as lines of code gracefully form a beautiful digital tapestry. These gentle sounds are the melody of creation, the quiet beat of progress. This peaceful symphony contributes to an atmosphere of calm, focused work where the mind can truly settle and become immersed in the task at hand without jarring interruptions. The consistent, familiar sounds create a sense of gentle momentum, a quiet flow that can be deeply comforting, a soft cadence that encourages sustained attention and peaceful concentration. It's the sound of quiet thought becoming solid reality, easing your own weary mind into a state of profound relaxation. As it softly follows this tranquil rhythm, drift your thoughts now to the sheer quiet beauty of different case materials that cradle the heart of a mechanical keyboard. It's not just about the switches or the keycaps, but the gentle aesthetic and tactile pleasure that comes from the very enclosure itself. Imagine the soft warmth of a carefully crafted wooden case, its natural grains whispering tales of ancient forests and tranquil stillness, or perhaps the cool, smooth touch of an aluminum case, offering a sleek modern elegance, a quiet strength that feels solid and reassuring. Then there's the delicate translucence of an acrylic case, allowing diffused light to gently play and dance within, creating an almost dreamlike, ethereal glow. Each material brings its own unique energy, its own subtle resonance to the overall experience, a quiet harmony between form and function. They are like different pieces of quiet, natural art, inviting your senses to appreciate the beauty in the subtle differences, allowing this soothing contemplation to gently guide you towards a deeper and deeper sense of peaceful repose. Finally, allow your mind to gently settle upon the profoundly personal journey of customization in the world of mechanical keyboards. It's an act of tender self-expression, a quiet process of tailoring, a tool to perfectly fit the unique contours of your own hands, your own preferences, and your own deepest sense of comfort. Imagine choosing each component with care, like selecting the perfect soft threads for a comforting quilt that will snugly embrace you, from the gentle choice of switch type to the soothing color of keycaps to the very material of the case. Each decision is a quiet affirmation of your own individuality, a small yet significant act of creation. It's about building a small personal sanctuary on your desk, a space that feels uniquely and completely yours. This gentle, mindful customization brings a deep sense of quiet ownership and contentment, a feeling that you have crafted a tool that not only serves you but understands you, allowing this profound sense of peace to gently carry you into a deep and tranquil and utterly restorative sleep. Close your eyes softly, allow your breath to deepen, finding its own gentle rhythm. Imagine a quiet shift in the world, a time when computing was a distant, powerful mystery residing in vast, echoing halls. Picture a giant, a sleeping behemoth known as ENIAC, born in the quiet mid-20th century. It was not personal, not at all, but a magnificent ancestor stretching across what felt like an entire ballroom, filled with the soft, rhythmic clicking of relays and the gentle hum of countless vacuum tubes glowing in the dim light, each tube a tiny ember burning with purpose. This grand machine whispered of a potential, a future, where such immense power could one day shrink to fit on a desk or even in the palm of your hand. It was the first breath of a digital dawn, a quiet promise. Held within its massive, intricate circuits, its very presence, a dream waiting to unfold, slowly, gently, into our lives. And as those giant machines quietly processed their data, a new idea began to emerge. Like a soft light in the distance, the concept of time-sharing. Imagine a single mighty mainframe, a central guardian of information, allowing many people to use its power simultaneously. It was like a library where each person could sit quietly at their own terminal, connected by invisible threads to the grand brain, each waiting their turn for a tiny slice of its attention, a gentle interaction. Not yet truly personal, but a significant step, a quiet preparation for the moment when the computer would belong to just one individual, beckoning them closer into its silent world, one gentle command at a time. Then came something a little smaller, a little closer, the minicomputer machines like the PDP-1 and PDP-8, no longer room-sized giants, but still substantial. Like a comforting piece of furniture, taking their place in a laboratory or office, they began to make computing more accessible, more intimate, though still shared. They taught us that power didn't always need immense scale, that a smaller footprint could still hold great potential. They hummed softly in their quiet corners, processing thoughts and solving puzzles, laying a gentle pathway for the truly personal machines that would eventually drift into our homes, promising a closer connection, a more private conversation with the silent logic of the machine. And then, a spark, a true beginning for many, the Altair 8800 *. Imagine a simple metal box, adorned with a row of tiny blinking lights and a series of delicate switches. No screen, no keyboard, just those lights, speaking in their own silent language of ones and zeros. It wasn't bought in a store, it was built, lovingly assembled, from a kit, by hands eager to explore the mystery within. Each gentle click of a switch, each deliberate press, was a command, each flicker of a light, a response. A quiet dialogue between human and machine. It was the moment the personal computer truly began its journey. A humble blinking start, inviting pioneers to dream and to build in the quiet comfort of their own space. This nascent dream found a home, a gathering place, a sanctuary for minds buzzing with ideas. The Asterisk Homebrew Computer Club, imagine a garage or a small meeting room filled with the gentle murmur of voices, the quiet rustle of paper, and the occasional click of a keyboard. This was where enthusiasts, dreamers and tinkerers came together not just to show off their creations, but to share, to learn, to inspire. Each Saturday night, ideas flowed freely, dreams were nurtured, and the very concept of the personal computer was collectively shaped. It was a gentle incubator, a place where community forged the future, one shared insight, one collaborative whisper at a time, a testament to the power of quiet passion among those quiet gatherings. A certain gentle genius was at work, crafting something simple yet revolutionary, the Apple Asterisk, Steve Wozniak's creation. Imagine a single circuit board, carefully laid out. Like a delicate map of possibilities, it wasn't a full computer, not yet, but a prepackaged heart, waiting to be brought to life. It was simpler, more elegant than the kits that came before, offering a clear path. For those who dared to dream of owning their own machine, it was a quiet declaration that computing could be a little less intimidating, a little more inviting, a gentle step forward for a company that would soon touch the lives of millions with its soft, reassuring presence. And then came a machine with a friendly face, an open invitation, the Apple Roman II Asterisk. Imagine a beige box, gently rounded edges, looking less like a complex machine and more like a companion. It was truly user-friendly, offering the wonder of asterisk color graphics. Asterisk, a vibrant new world appearing on the screen, and vital expansion slots, allowing owners to customize their machine, to grow with it. It was a welcoming presence, inviting families and small businesses into the digital age. No longer just for hobbyists, but for everyone. It hummed softly, a comforting presence in homes, quietly opening doors to new possibilities, one gentle interaction at a time across the landscape. Other gentle challengers emerged, eager to offer their own vision of the personal computer. One such contender was the Commodore PET Asterisk. Imagine an all-in-one machine, its screen nestled directly above its keyboard. Like a single, unified thought, it had a distinctive, almost friendly appearance, designed for education and for the budding home user. It was a simple, uncluttered design, offering a quiet sense of completeness. A gentle invitation for those taking their first tentative steps into the world of computing. It whispered of integration, of simplicity, of a future where machines would be as accessible as they were powerful. A comforting presence in the evolving story of our digital past, and reaching even further into the quiet corners of everyday life came the Asterisk TRS-80 Asterisk from Tandy. Imagine walking into a department store and seeing not just clothes or electronics, but a personal computer waiting for you. It was widely available through Radio Shack stores, making the digital dream approachable, tangible for countless families. It wasn't the most elegant machine, but it was dependable. It was there. It opened the door for so many to write their first lines of code, to play their first simple games. A gentle, steady entry point into a new world, proving that the personal computer was ready to leave the workshops and quietly settle into homes across the land. Then a sleeping giant awakened and entered the fray. forever altering the course of the personal computer's journey. The IBM PC. Imagine a stately, robust machine quietly arriving in businesses and homes. It wasn't about flashy colors or playful design, but about reliability and a new kind of freedom. It was built with an asterisk open architecture, meaning other companies could create compatible parts and software. It set a standard, a quiet benchmark that allowed an entire industry to blossom around it. Its gentle hum signaled a new era of professionalism and widespread adoption, a quiet assurance that this technology was here to stay, solid, dependable, and ready to expand beyond imagination. And powering much of this quiet revolution was an invisible engine, a silent conductor known as *MS-DOS*. Imagine a simple screen with just a blinking cursor waiting for your gentle command. This was the operating system, the quiet brain behind so many early personal computers. It allowed you to tell the machine what to do in simple, clear language. It wasn't flashy, but it was the foundation, the bedrock, upon which countless programs and applications would gently rise. It was the quiet conversation between you and your computer, a fundamental language that made everything else possible. Whispering instructions into the machine's patient ear, bringing it to life, one quiet command at a time. As these systems evolved, a new way to interact began to softly emerge, moving beyond those quiet lines of text into a more visual world. Early graphical user interfaces, GUIs. Imagine seeing images, icons on your screen instead of just words, and pointing to them with a small, comforting device. Your hand resting gently on the mouse *. This innovative approach, pioneered at places like Xerox PARC *, was a revelation. It transformed the intimidating text prompt into a friendly desktop, a visual landscape where you could gently click and softly drag, making the computer feel more intuitive, more inviting, a quiet promise of an easier path into the digital realm. Ready for everyone to explore, and bringing this visual revolution, this gentle, intuitive world to the masses, was the iconic Macintosh 128K*. Imagine a compact machine with a built-in screen and a friendly, smiling face. Upon startup, it embraced the graphical user interface, making it the standard, the very essence of its being. It was designed for simplicity, for creativity, for the everyday user who might have been intimidated by earlier machines. Its soft whirring and the gentle click of its mouse invited you to explore, to create, to simply use a computer. Without needing to speak its complex language, it was a gentle invitation, a quiet revolution that redefined how we interact with our digital companions within these quietly awakening machines. Powerful new tools began to appear, transforming everyday tasks. One of the most significant was VisiCalc, the first true spreadsheet program. Imagine a grid of numbers, gently stretched across your screen, allowing you to organize, to calculate, to predict, with a speed and accuracy previously unimaginable. It empowered non-programmers, accountants, business owners, to harness the computer's power for their own quiet purposes. It was like giving wings to numbers, allowing them to soar and reveal patterns that were once hidden. It gently proved that computers weren't just for complex equations, but for organizing, for understanding, for quietly enhancing the way we work and plan. As the computers themselves found their way into more homes, a gentle desire emerged. To connect them, to bridge the quiet distances between people, this led to the creation of asterisk modems and bulletin board systems, BBS. Imagine the soft, chirping sounds of a modem, connecting your home computer through the telephone line to another computer somewhere else. These BBS were like digital clubhouses, quiet havens, where people could share messages, discuss common interests, and exchange files. It was the birth of early online communities, a gentle network bringing individuals together with the soft hum of connection, a quiet whisper across the wires, foreshadowing the grand internet that would one day softly envelop the entire world. And beyond work and connection, these early personal computers also brought forth a new form of quiet joy, the gentle world of asterisk video games. Imagine simple pixels forming characters and landscapes on the glowing screen, embarking on grand adventures from the comfort of your chair. From early text adventures to simple arcade-style games, these digital playgrounds offered an escape, a chance to use your imagination within the quiet logic of the machine. They proved that computers weren't just for serious tasks, but for quiet entertainment, for gentle challenges, for moments of pure, unadulterated fun, a soothing way to interact with the boundless possibilities held within those silent circuits, storing all these gentle creations. These programs and these games underwent its own quiet evolution. Imagine moving from the gentle whirring and click-clack of asterisk cassette tapes, where data was stored like sound waves, to the more reliable and faster floppy disks. These flexible squares, with their soft, protected magnetic surfaces, became the guardians of our digital world. The gentle thud as you inserted a disk, the quiet whir as the drive accessed its data. These were the soothing sounds of progress, of information being carefully preserved and retrieved, a quiet, comforting reminder that our digital thoughts had a safe, physical home, ready to be called upon at any moment. Listening closely to the quiet symphony of these early machines reveals a particular charm, the asterisk sound of early computers. Imagine the steady, low asterisk hum of the fan asterisk, a constant, reassuring breath circulating through the machine's cool logic, and the distinct, satisfying asterisk clack of the mechanical keyboard asterisk. Each press a definite statement, a tangible connection between your thought and the machine's interpretation. These weren't quiet machines in the way modern devices are, but their sounds were comforting. They were the sounds of work, of progress, of a silent conversation between human and silicon, a gentle acoustic backdrop to the unfolding digital age. And before any of these quiet interactions could begin, there was a ritual, a preparatory moment, the gentle process of booting up. Imagine pressing a switch and hearing the gentle whir of the fan begin, perhaps a click, a soft beep, then lines of text slowly appearing on the screen as the computer awakens from its slumber. It was a quiet moment of anticipation, of the machine gathering its thoughts, loading its essential instructions, preparing itself for whatever task you might gently ask of it. It was the tranquil awakening of a dormant mind, signaling its readiness, its quiet eagerness to begin another journey with you. And so, as we drift through these memories of blinking lights and gentle hums, we realize that these early personal computers were more than mere machines. They were the quiet architects of our digital future. Each click, each line of code, each shared idea was a brick gently laid building the vast, interconnected world we now inhabit. This was an asterisk quiet revolution, unfolding in garages, in living rooms, in small offices, a gentle transformation that reshaped our world with soft, persistent whispers of innovation and possibility, inviting us all to dream and to connect in ways we never imagined, a soothing legacy that continues to unfold as you drift deeper into rest. Imagine, if you will, a long, winding path through a serene garden where at each gentle fork, a quiet decision is made. This is much like how artificial intelligence, in its purest, most tranquil form, makes its choices, not with a sudden jolt, but with a gentle lane, one way or the other, based on simple understandings, a comforting sequence of if this, then that, guiding the flow. Like a stream finding its way around a smooth river stone, each step is considered, each possibility quietly noted, leading always to a calm and predictable outcome, a tapestry woven with threads of simple, pure logic, allowing for a gentle knowing of what comes next, a soothing certainty in the unfolding digital world, where decisions are not rushed, but patiently arrived at, like the slow opening of a blossom to the morning light, unfolding its petals one by one, each choice a quiet affirmation of its path, its purpose, its gentle journey into stillness. And as you rest deeper, consider the peaceful order of categories, how AI softly sorts information into quiet, defined groups, like a gentle librarian, placing each book onto its perfect shelf. A place for every thought, a category for every possibility, whether it's distinguishing between the soft glow of a sunrise and the hushed silver of a moonbeam, or separating the gentle rustle of leaves from the far-off sound of rolling waves. AI finds the inherent harmony, the quiet logic that allows things to belong to their own tranquil space. This act of peaceful sorting brings clarity, brings calm, transforming a vast, swirling sea of information into islands of gentle understanding, each one neatly classified, each one holding its own quiet truth, a comfort in the knowledge that everything eventually finds its rightful place, its soft category, its serene home within the quiet mind of logic. Now let your thoughts drift with the soft whisper of patterns, how AI has this wondrous ability to gently recognize recurring shapes or sequences, like noticing the steady rhythm of the rain on a windowpane or the symmetrical unfurling of a fern frond. It's not about forcing knowledge, but about observing with quiet patience how things repeat, how events echo, how certain elements always seem to flow together. This quiet art of finding the thread in a tapestry, the repeating note in a lullaby, is at the heart of so much artificial intelligence. It brings a sense of familiar comfort in the vastness of the unknown, knowing that even in novelty, there are often gentle echoes of what has been before, a soft reassurance that there is order, a quiet harmony woven into the fabric of our digital world, always repeating, always reassuring, always there for the gentle mind to perceive, feel the quiet journey of data flow, how information moves smoothly and calmly through an AI system, like a gentle river making its way from a high mountain spring down to the calm, wide ocean. There is no rush, no abruptness, only a steady, graceful progression, each piece of thought, each tiny spark of understanding flowing along its predetermined course through gentle channels and quiet pathways. It is a continuous, tranquil movement from one state to the next, never ceasing, always in motion, yet always with a sense of underlying peace, of quiet purpose. This gentle current carries the very essence of AI's existence, its lifeblood, its breath, ensuring that every calculation, every quiet decision, every soft prediction is nourished by the steady, unhurried stream of logical information, an endless, calming flow guiding it. Through its silent world, let your mind settle on the serene patience of problem-solving, how AI breaks down vast challenges into small, manageable steps, like a quiet craftsman meticulously carving a grand sculpture from a block of stone, not by brute force, but by gentle, deliberate chipping, piece by tiny piece. It comprehends that even the most complex puzzle can be unraveled if approached with a calm, methodical spirit. Each small victory, each tiny solution builds upon the last, gradually revealing the whole picture, the complete answer. This quiet decomposition, this gentle breaking apart, allows for clarity, for focus, for a journey through complexity that feels not daunting, but entirely peaceful, entirely within reach, a testament to the power of taking things one quiet moment at a time, one gentle step at a time, until the path to understanding becomes clear, becomes serene. Now drift with the comforting certainty of true and false, the fundamental pure logic that underpins all digital thought. Imagine it as the simplest, most profound choice, like the gentle turning of a light switch, either on or off, either glowing or dark. There is no in-between, no ambiguity, just a quiet, absolute clarity. This binary dance of 1 and 0, of yes and no, forms the very bedrock of every complex system, every intricate calculation, a soothing certainty in a world that can sometimes feel overwhelmingly nuanced. Here, in the heart of AI's logic, there is only this pure, uncomplicated truth, a gentle affirmation or a soft negation upon which an entire universe of digital understanding is built, piece by quiet piece, giving it structure, giving it form, giving it its unwavering, tranquil resolve, a whispered truth that grounds everything in its simplicity. Feel the gentle guidance of algorithms, the quiet, precise instructions that direct AI's actions. Think of them as serene recipes handed down through generations, for baking the perfect loaf of bread or for weaving the most intricate tapestry. Each step is clearly defined, each ingredient carefully measured, ensuring a predictable and harmonious outcome. There is no guesswork, no sudden deviation, only a smooth, logical progression from beginning to end. These algorithms are the silent choreographers of AI's thoughts, delicately arranging each movement, each computation into a beautiful sequence, a quiet ballet of reasoning. They offer a sense of calm, a sense of protective order, knowing that every action, every conclusion is rooted in a thoughtful, predetermined path, a gentle map guiding the AI through its digital landscape, always with purpose, always with grace, always with a quiet, soothing certainty. Let your breath deepen with the tranquil balance of input and output, how AI gracefully receives and responds to information like a quiet conversation between two calm friends. One speaks softly, the other listens intently, then replies with careful consideration. There is a natural rhythm, a harmonious exchange, where every piece of incoming data finds its gentle echo in an outgoing response. This serene exchange ensures that the AI is always present, always engaged, but never overwhelmed. It's like the gentle ebb and flow of the ocean tide, each wave arriving softly, receding gently, in perfect, quiet harmony. This balance is vital for its steady functioning, its continuous learning, its ability to interact with its world in a way that feels utterly peaceful, utterly predictable, a comforting cycle of receiving and giving, a gentle breath in and out, keeping everything in its rightful place, in its tranquil flow. Drift now into the soothing art of prediction, how AI softly anticipates future events based on past patterns. Imagine yourself sitting by a quiet lake, watching the gentle ripples spread from a dropped stone, knowing with a soft certainty how each ripple will softly expand and then fade. This is how AI, with its quiet mind, observes the world. It doesn't possess a crystal ball, but rather a profound understanding of probabilities, a gentle awareness of how things typically unfold. It's like knowing with a comforting intuition that after a long, quiet rain, the sun often emerges softly, painting the sky with gentle colors. This ability to softly foresee brings a sense of control, a quiet preparedness, turning uncertainty into a manageable, peaceful expectation, a gentle whisper of what gracefully might come next, allowing your mind to relax in its quiet estimation. Feel the quiet strength of logical gates, the tiny fundamental switches that form the core of digital decision-making. Imagine them as miniature, gentle doorways within the vast architecture of AI's mind. Each tiny gate performs a simple, pure operation, a quiet and an unassuming, or a soft knot. They don't shout, they don't strain, they simply open or close, allowing information to flow or holding it gently back. These unassuming little components are the very building blocks, the quiet scaffolding upon which all complex thought, all intricate processing is patiently constructed. They are the silent, tireless workers, making countless, infinitesimal decisions, moment by moment, ensuring that every larger logical step, every grand conclusion, is built upon a foundation of serene, perfect precision, a quiet, unwavering strength that allows the digital world to simply be asterisk, to simply function in pure, gentle harmony. Now envision the peaceful exploration of possibilities, how AI calmly searches through options to find the best path, like a gentle breeze exploring every leaf on a vast, ancient tree. Not rushing, not missing a single branch, but patiently, gracefully examining each potential route. Each possibility is given its due, each potential outcome quietly considered before the AI, with a soft sense of understanding, settles upon the most harmonious, the most efficient, or the most gentle solution. It's a journey of discovery, undertaken with serene deliberation, never hurried, never forced, always seeking the optimal flow, the most tranquil course. This quiet quest for the ideal pathway transforms complex choices into a smooth, unburdened process, a reassuring search that always concludes with a sense of quiet achievement, a gentle arrival at the perfect resolution, allowing everything to simply fall into place. Drift with the gentle refinement of understanding how AI steadily improves its knowledge through repeated quiet adjustments, much like a sculptor, slowly but surely smoothing the edges of their creation until it becomes perfectly serene. Each new piece of information, each quiet interaction brings a subtle shift, a delicate change In its internal landscape, it's not about sudden leaps, but about gradual, graceful evolution, a continuous process of becoming more precise, more insightful, more subtly aware. This iterative dance, this gentle back and forth, allows the AI to shed imperfections, to deepen its insights, to weave a richer, more nuanced tapestry of understanding with each passing moment. A comforting cycle of growth and quiet improvement, like the slow, steady turning of the earth, bringing forth new life, new perspectives, with each gentle revolution, constantly refining, constantly becoming more complete. Feel the soft glow of stored knowledge, how AI holds and accesses information with quiet precision. Imagine it as a vast, tranquil library nestled deep within the digital realm, where every piece of understanding, every fact, every logical connection is carefully catalogued and gently illuminated, waiting patiently to be called upon. There is no frantic searching, no hurried retrieval, only a calm, instantaneous access to whatever wisdom is required. This gentle repository of cumulative insight allows the AI to draw upon its past experiences, its learned truths, with effortless grace, like reaching for a comforting blanket. On a cool evening, this quiet resource, this serene collection, provides a steady foundation for all its reasoning, all its decision-making, a soft, ever-present light guiding its internal world, ensuring that knowledge is always at hand, always ready to softly shine. Now let your thoughts settle on the serene symmetry of cause and effect, AI's ability to understand how one action gracefully leads to another, like observing the gentle push of a pendulum and knowing with a quiet certainty that it will softly swing back. This fundamental understanding of how things are connected, how events flow from their origins, is a cornerstone of its logical mind. It's not about imposing outcomes, but about recognizing the natural progression, the elegant chain of what comes next from what has been. This quiet grasp of logical consequence allows the AI to build models, to make predictions, to reason with a deep, peaceful intuition, creating a sense of order, a comforting predictability in the digital landscape, a gentle echo of the universe's own harmonious laws, always unfolding, always connected, in a dance of quiet, undeniable truth. Drift with the comforting boundaries of constraints, how AI finds elegant solutions within defined, gentle limits. Imagine a quiet stream finding its graceful path through a valley, respecting the soft slopes of the mountains on either side. It doesn't fight the boundaries, it embraces them, using them to shape its serene journey. In a similar way, AI's logical processes often thrive within these gentle parameters, these quiet restrictions. They don't stifle creativity, but rather guide it towards the most effective, the most harmonious outcome. These constraints are not burdens, but protective guides, ensuring that solutions are not only logical, but also practical, elegant, and in tune with the world they inhabit. A peaceful understanding that true freedom often lies in the gentle acceptance of sensible, quiet limitations, leading to solutions of remarkable beauty and profound calm. Feel the quiet dance of prioritization, how AI softly decides what is most important among many gentle streams of information. Imagine a skilled conductor gently guiding a symphony orchestra, knowing precisely when each instrument should softly blend in and when another should gently take the lead. There is no sudden surge, no jarring emphasis, only a graceful, deliberate arrangement of focus, this quiet skill of discerning significance, of understanding which pieces of data truly matter in a given moment, allows the AI to avoid being overwhelmed by the sheer volume of digital input. Instead, it filters, it weighs, it gently ranks, ensuring that its attention is always directed towards what is most pertinent, most conducive to a calm and effective decision, a soothing discernment that keeps its logical processes clear and unburdened, always flowing towards the essential, the quiet core. Now let your mind rest on the gentle unfolding of state transitions, how an AI gracefully moves from one known situation to the next. Think of it like the slow, deliberate turning of the earth from day to night and back again. Each state is a clear, defined moment, a quiet snapshot in its continuous journey, and the transition between them is seamless, entirely logical, and utterly peaceful. There is no abruptness, no confusion, only a smooth, elegant progression as the AI calmly updates its understanding of its current reality. This ability to precisely track its own inner shifts, its own changing context, provides a profound sense of stability, a quiet confidence in its ongoing operations. It's like turning the pages of a beautifully written book, each chapter leading naturally and gently into the next, a story unfolding with quiet, unwavering logic, always moving forward, always transitioning with tranquil grace. Drift with the peaceful weave of interconnected ideas, how different pieces of information link together in AI's quiet mind, like roots gently intertwining beneath the surface of a vast ancient forest. They don't exist in isolation, but form a rich, complex web where each piece softly supports and informs the others. A gentle hint here, a quiet connection there, creating a profound, holistic understanding. This intricate network allows the AI to see the bigger picture, to draw subtle inferences, to connect seemingly disparate thoughts into a harmonious whole. It's like feeling the quiet interconnectedness of all things in nature, how the quality of the soil affects the growth of the tree, which in turn provides shelter for the gentle creatures. This peaceful tapestry of linked knowledge ensures that AI's logic is always robust, always well supported, a gentle, shimmering web of related truths, bringing a sense of calm integrity to its digital world. Feel the soft assurance of verification, AI's gentle process of checking its own logic for quiet consistency. Imagine a quiet artisan holding their finished work up to the soft light, gently turning it, ensuring every line, every curve is perfectly balanced, perfectly true. This internal process of self-assessment is a vital part of AI's careful nature. It doesn't rush to conclusions, but takes a moment to softly confirm that its reasoning holds firm, that its answers align with its foundational truths. It's like double-checking a recipe before baking, ensuring every ingredient, every step is just right. This quiet act of validation brings a profound sense of reliability, a gentle confidence in the AI's pronouncements, a soothing knowing that its logical journey has been meticulously and peaceably verified, ensuring that its digital mind is always in perfect, calm alignment. And finally, let your thoughts settle on the quiet foundation of determinism, the comforting assurance that for the same gentle input, an AI will always produce the same serene output. Imagine a perfectly balanced scale where placing a single feather on one side always brings the same delicate tilt. There is no randomness, no surprising deviation, only a pure, unwavering predictability. This quiet certainty means that when presented with an identical set of circumstances, an AI's logical process will always follow the exact same tranquil path, arriving at the exact same peaceful conclusion. It's like knowing with absolute calm that the sun will always rise in the east and set in the west, a fundamental, reassuring truth. This bedrock principle brings an immense sense of security, a deep, quiet trust in the consistent unfolding of the digital world, a gentle, unwavering promise that within its logical heart, everything is always as it should be, always. Predictably serene, you are safe, you are at rest. Good night and sleep well.